going to show you how to make some hair accessories. Depending on the brand, I've seen these go anywhere from $5 all the way up to $30. Here is the beaded one, and here is the one with the hair ties. So stay tuned to learn how to make these hair accessories. Supplies for something like this, these are just the regular hair combs. You've seen them before, like $4 or $5 for a pack of, what is that, 8, 10? I don't know. And then some regular hair ties. Make sure to get the skinny ones though. Don't get the thick ones because they're not going to fit between the teeth. Okay, we're going to make 3 of these components, these little things that I'm holding in my hand. So you take 2 hair ties, make 2 loops, stick 1 loop through the other loop, fold it over, stick your finger through the big loop, and pull the small loop through. Pull it as far as you can. So let's try that again. You make 2 loops, stick 1 loop through the other one. Just trying to position my hands right here. Stick 1 loop through the other, fold it over, stick your finger through the big loop and pull the small loop through. Pull it as tight as possible without breaking the hair tie. Now you're just going to make a knot on either end. I'm just making a knot here. Make sure when you pull the knot through, you only pull it a little bit. Don't pull it tight. And I'll show you why. Pull it a little bit and then just slide the knot down the end. Slide it down as far as possible and as tight as it'll go. That way it'll keep the loop small. See, if you pull the loop to make it tight, it's going to make the loop bigger. We don't want a big loop, we want a small loop. So that's why we pull the knot down to the end. Pull it as tight as possible so it won't pull anymore. Okay, there you go with a small loop. And you're just going to do the same thing on the other end. Just make a knot and pull it through just a little bit. Do not pull it tight. And just pull the knot down to the end. Pull it as tight as possible and as far as possible, and there you go with the small knot or small loop. Okay, so now you have your 3 components, and you take your combs and you're going to position them just so. Okay, I'm just going to lay them down here and show you exactly how you need to lay them. Make sure that the teeth are facing out and the curve is going up. So you take one of your components, take one of the loops, see the small loop, stick it through one end of one of the combs, pull it through the end, and take the opposite end of the loop and put it on the opposite end of the other comb. So you got one at the top and one at the bottom. So just slip it through. Trying to get it to work here. Come on through. Come on, pull it through, pull it through. Okay, there you go. So you got one at the top and one at the bottom. So you're going to take one of your other components and do the same exact thing the opposite way. And put one on this end, pull it through, and one on the other end. Come on, pull it through. Pull it through all the way to the end. Now you have a little X. So now you take the middle one and put it right in the middle. And if your teeth of your combs were like mine and they were even numbered, I had to do 7 from the bottom on one, 7 from the top on the other. So here I am counting up 7. But you don't have to be that precise and anal retentive. You can just eyeball it. Just make sure it's somewhere in the middle. And here you go with your hair clip. And all you have to do is just stick your fingers through and pull the teeth towards your body and fold it over. And there you go. And you putting it on is just that simple. So you put your fingers through and pull the teeth towards your body, fold it over, put one end onto your hair and put the other end on your hair. And it's just that simple. And you can be creative. You can get different color combs, different color hair ties. You can make different variations and decorations with the hair ties. Make any kind of design you want. Just be creative. So right here I'm just showing you that if you do decide to make some different designs, Just make sure that you do have those knots on the outside, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The little knot right there, make sure it's on the outside of the comb and not the inside, because if it's on the inside, it's just going to come off. See, just like that. So just make sure that wherever you put the knot, it's going to be on the outside of the comb. Now this is a smaller version. It still gets the job done. It's not meant for a large amount of hair, but it's the exact same concept, just on a smaller scale. These combs I got from Michael's. They came in a pack of 2. I only saw black. I don't know if they have any other color, but these are wire hair combs, and they were like $1 or something. And a pack of beads I got from Walmart, like $4. I only used like half of the beads. I still have a whole bunch more. I'm gonna need some nylon fishing line or any kind of beading string you want to use, and you're also gonna need some stretchy beading string. This is 0.7 millimeter. They come in different diameters. I got this one because it's kind of thick and not too thick to go through the beads. Make sure when you're buying your beads and your stretchy material that string is not too thick to go through the beads that you chose. Super glue. I also have some wire cutters, some nippers, but you can use plain old scissors. They'll work just as fine. And imagination. That's all you need. Take your nylon fishing line, pull some of it off. I never pre-cut my line because I don't want the beads to fall off the other end, and plus I don't know how much I'm going to use. These small beads right here, these are called seed beads, so make sure you have enough seed beads to go on the outside end of the comb. These ridges right here at the top, I'm going to put a seed bead in between each one of those ridges. I'm going to need 12 for each comb, so I'm going to need a total of 24. String 12 seed beads on. So here are my 12 seed beads. Take one of the seed beads, pull it up a little ways, leave a long enough tail. I know you can't really see this, I'm sorry. Stick it through and make a knot, making sure to keep the bead on the outside of the comb. Make a couple more knots. So you pull one of the beads down, hold the bead with your finger, and wrap the nylon around the first 2. Okay, pull another bead down, lay it next to the previous bead, okay, hold it down with your finger and wrap it around the next tooth. Wrap it around a couple of times. Well, I did way more than a couple. Cut a little tail off. Make a knot. And pull the knot around the bead. And then pull it tight. Okay? Do that again. Make a knot. Pull the knot around the bead. Pull it tight. I'm just going to trim off the ends. Take my glue, put a little bit on the knots. Do the same thing for the other comb. So this is what you have so far.